I've got good news. I guess we're doing a shower thoughts episode. I was going to do a window reading, but I don't know. Something about it just made me want to come in here, which I guess leads me to believe that there's some kind of anxiety or fear or something to push through about the situation. But I got a job. It's one of the sales positions that I applied for. The one that I interviewed for at 5 p.m. Yesterday, day before, something like that. And they want me to go in for onboarding on September 18th. So that gives me a little bit of time to see if anything else works out, because I think I would prefer a hotel to sales. But I'm grateful for this working out immediately. I know now that even if nothing else works out, I've got an option. So that feels good. But this is the one that had the 35-minute commute. And from everything I've heard, they essentially pretty much only have door-to-door sales as the ground floor opportunity within the company. I guess they start off everybody there, and you have to prove that you can sell whatever they're doing. And then after you do that for 90 days, then you have the option to transfer to different departments, whether it's HR, whether it's social media representation, or online services, or training. You've got all these other options that open up after 90 days. But the entry-level position pays decently. It would definitely be enough for me to get a car of my own and a nest egg and compensate my sister. And then all I would have to do is move. But the idea was really to have hotel experience under my belt by the time I move, because a lot of those are also owned by independent companies, and they're looking for a set amount of time in hotels before hiring you at their hotel. So once you have experience, it's fine, but it's getting the experience part that's hard. So I'm really hoping that one of those entry point positions works out, that I could just do part-time even. And I might be able to do that simultaneously with this job, if it all works out, but I'm relying on Spirit for that. Whatever they will is what will be. And from everything I can discern, they want me to do this right now. But it kind of reminds me of when I agreed to drive with other people. When I was conquering my fear of driving with anybody else, they set me up a couple times to where my sister couldn't do whatever we were supposed to go do. And in order to do whatever I was supposed to do, I would have had to ride with somebody else. And as soon as I said that I was willing to do that, I no longer had to. So it might be a case of they want me to say that I will do this because it's got a long commute, because it's not necessarily the position that I wanted, but there is something that I could gain from the experience. They might want me to agree to the hard thing before an easier road opens up. But that's not something I'm going to get confirmation for. I could ask Spirit a million times, but they want me to believe in them. They want me to have faith in them, in the situation, in the fact that I am going to be where I'm supposed to be for this next leg. So, if they want me in that job, going door to door for 90 days, and then transferring to a more desk jobby department, I'm willing to do that. I trust Spirit. They're not going to lead me wrong. They haven't yet. And whether it's I'm supposed to cross paths with certain individuals and trigger them, or hit them with the ascension beam, or whatever happens when you get interactive with a catalyst, they're either supposed to affect me in some way, or I'm supposed to affect them in some way. And this could be random people that I come across day to day. I never really thought about that being the purpose. You might wind up talking to people that don't leave their house. You might wind up crossing paths with somebody that you never ever would have met. What an interesting way for Spirit to position someone. And I'm sure if this is what they want me to do, that is why. But like we said yesterday, it won't be forever. We just have to trust that we will not miss what's meant for us. It can get so hard to change your self-talk sometimes, to tell yourself a different story than what you're seeing. But if you don't, then your story doesn't change. You have to pair it with action. You have to tell yourself a different story and then start doing different things. Then synchronicity follows. The phenomenon that we're talking about here, where Spirit intervenes in your life and makes you into a divine instrument, follows you taking action and having faith. So if you're struggling with that right now, with what you're seeing in your 3D reality, sometimes you have to catch yourself, because I think there's a projection of thought that happens, or maybe it's even outside energies trying to make you doubt yourself, or doubt your mission, or doubt your ability to do what you do. But look back at your journey and ask yourself, how many times have you gotten not just confirmation but proof? Not proof for others, but proof for yourself that what you're doing is right, that Spirit's got you. How many times do they have to save you, to raise you up from the ashes before you believe it all the time? Before you stop hitting that point of questioning? How many times do they have to put you where you're supposed to be in perfect timing before you understand that that was their plan? It's still their plan. You don't have to understand, but you can. I think a lot of people have this mentality of like they don't want to know why Spirit does the things they do, the way they do them. But I think the point is that you understand. I think that they want me to be in the shower right now thinking about why they want me to go pursue this job. Is it a demonstration of faith? Is it a ripple effect? Is it, for me, something that I need to learn, something that I need to see or do? An act of bravery? As a shut-in that didn't drive for 10 years. The idea of going door to door and talking to strangers and driving all day, that's the opposite of what I ever would have agreed to do. It's the antithesis of everything that I said I would do. But that's maybe why they want me to do it. Because that's the hard thing. That is the sacrifice. Being willing to push myself so far outside of my comfort zone in the name of my goals, my destiny, my path, my future, my own success, my own happiness, my own vision of the future. It's not for anybody else. It's for me. And it's not about money. It's about fulfillment. It's about helping others, not by selling them a product, but by just being there, just interacting with them, because that's what Spirit wants. It used to be random people in the coffee shop, a stranger at the courthouse, a random person at the bank. But now I'm going to be going to people. They're not going to be happening to be in the same place as me. Unless Spirit has something else lined up that I just don't know about. Surprises happen. spot. I'm willing.